Welcome to this deep dive into How to Win Friends and Influence People, one of the most influential books ever published by Dale Carnegie. This book isn't just a guide, it's a roadmap to changing how you interact with the world around you. First published in 1936, How to Win Friends and Influence People has sold millions of copies worldwide for good reason. Its lessons are timeless and applicable to modern situations and those that occurred almost a century ago. But what makes this book truly powerful is its simplicity. Imagine being able to walk into any room or situation and immediately make a positive impression. We will break down these ideas and examine how you may apply them in your daily encounters. Carnegie doesn't just tell you what to do. He shows you how tiny, thoughtful actions can significantly impact your relationships and life. Let's get straight into it. Part 1. Fundamental Techniques in Handling People. 1. Don't criticize, condemn, or complain. Carnegie emphasizes that criticism is ineffective because it often leads to resentment rather than change. When we criticize, we harm a person's pride and self-worth, making them defensive. Rather than correcting behavior, criticism typically deepens negative emotions and resistance to change. Instead, Carnegie suggests trying to understand the person's motivations and struggles. You create a more positive environment that encourages improvement and growth by showing empathy and understanding. Constructive communication, focused on solutions rather than blame, is more effective in influencing people and fostering healthy personal and professional relationships. 2. Give honest and sincere appreciation. People crave appreciation and recognition. Carnegie highlights the power of giving genuine, heartfelt praise to build strong relationships and motivate others. When someone feels valued and appreciated, they are more likely to feel confident, perform better, and be more cooperative. However, appreciation should not be confused with flattery, which is insincere and manipulative. Honest appreciation acknowledges someone's contributions, strengths, or efforts without exaggeration. It builds goodwill and fosters a positive working or personal environment. Carnegie believes genuine appreciation helps people feel important, a basic human desire that fuels motivation and loyalty. 3. Arouse in the other person an eager want. Carnegie argues that you must align your desires with their motivations to influence others effectively. Rather than focusing on what you want, identify what the other person wants and how your interests intersect. By appealing to their self-interest, you inspire action that benefits both parties. For instance, in business, you might explain how it fulfills a customer's needs instead of pushing your product. By making others feel they are pursuing their desires rather than doing you a favor, you create a win-win scenario where both sides feel satisfied and motivated to cooperate. Part 2. 6 Ways to Make People Like You. 1. Become genuinely interested in other people. Carnegie emphasizes that genuine interest in others is a cornerstone of building lasting relationships. People are naturally drawn to those who show sincere curiosity about their lives, experiences, and concerns. When you focus on others, you make them feel important and valued, which fosters trust and mutual respect. This interest should be authentic and not motivated by self-gain. Paying attention to others and asking thoughtful questions demonstrate care and concern, creating the foundation for deeper, more meaningful personal and professional connections. 2. Smile. A smile is a simple yet powerful tool for creating positive interactions. Carnegie explains that smiling conveys warmth, friendliness, and openness. It helps break down barriers and sets a welcoming tone for communication. A smile is often contagious, encouraging others to reciprocate your positive energy. In social and business situations, smiling helps to build rapport and trust. People are likelier to engage with and like someone who appears approachable and kind. A genuine smile can help diffuse tension and make interactions more pleasant and productive, even under challenging situations. 3. Remember that a person's name is to that person the sweetest sound. Using someone's name in conversation is crucial to show respect and recognition. Carnegie notes that a person's name is deeply connected to their identity, and remembering and using it helps build a personal connection. Addressing someone by name shows attentiveness and makes the individual feel valued. On the other hand, forgetting or neglecting to use a name can make people feel unimportant or overlooked. When used appropriately, remembering names fosters a sense of belonging and reinforces positive relationships in both personal and professional settings. 4. Be a good listener. Encourage others to talk about themselves. Carnegie highlights that most people are more interested in talking than listening. A good listener can help you stand out and connect powerfully with others. Listening attentively, without interrupting or focusing on what you'll say next, shows respect and empathy. When you encourage people to talk about themselves and their experiences, they feel heard and understood, strengthening your relationship. By asking open-ended questions and showing genuine interest in their responses, you can gain insights into their needs and desires, making it easier to build rapport and trust. 5. Talk in terms of the other person's interests. Talk about topics that interest people to capture their attention and make them feel valued. Carnegie stresses that aligning conversations with the other person's passions, hobbies, or concerns helps build common ground. When you show interest in what matters to someone else, they are more likely to engage positively with you. This principle applies to both personal and professional relationships. Whether building friendships or negotiating business deals, discussing the other person's interests demonstrates empathy and makes forming strong, mutually beneficial relationships easier. 6. Make the other person feel important, and do it sincerely. Carnegie underscores the importance of making people feel valued and significant. Everyone has a fundamental need to feel important, and when you acknowledge someone's contributions, strengths, or opinions, you fulfill that need. However, this recognition must be sincere. False or exaggerated compliments can come off as manipulative, but genuine appreciation strengthens relationships and builds loyalty. When people feel important, they are more likely to respond positively and go out of their way to maintain that connection. Recognizing someone's skills and achievements in professional settings can foster collaboration and improve workplace morale. Part 3. How to win people to your way of thinking. 1. The only way to get the best of an argument is to avoid it. Carnegie advises avoiding arguments because they rarely lead to productive outcomes. Winning an argument often results in the other person feeling humiliated, which breeds resentment. Instead of arguing, seek common ground and mutual understanding. Redirect potential conflicts into constructive discussions by focusing on shared goals. When disagreements arise, approach the situation calmly and listen to the other person's point of view. Avoiding confrontations helps preserve relationships and encourages collaborative problem solving. By focusing on cooperation instead of competition, you can resolve differences more effectively without damaging trust or rapport. 2. Show respect for the other person's opinions. Never say, "You're wrong." Telling someone they are wrong can quickly create defensiveness and shut down productive communication. Carnegie emphasizes respecting others' opinions, even when you disagree. Avoiding phrases like, "You're wrong," and acknowledging their perspective keeps the conversation open and constructive. A respectful tone fosters cooperation and makes it easier to introduce alternative viewpoints. Disagreeing tactfully, without belittling the other person's ideas, preserves relationships and creates space for healthy dialogue. Respect encourages others to consider your point of view without feeling attacked or invalidated. 3. If you are wrong, admit it quickly and emphatically. Admitting when you're wrong is a sign of maturity and a powerful way to diffuse potential conflict. Carnegie emphasizes the importance of acknowledging your mistakes openly and sincerely. When you admit fault quickly, it demonstrates humility and responsibility, which can earn the respect of others. Emphasizing your error before someone else points it out can shift the focus away from blame and toward problem solving. It creates a sense of mutual respect, as people are more likely to respond with understanding and forgiveness when you own up to your mistakes. 4. Begin in a friendly way. Starting conversations or negotiations with a friendly tone sets a positive stage for interaction. Carnegie argues that friendliness lowers defenses and makes people more receptive to your ideas. A warm and cooperative approach fosters trust and makes it easier to navigate difficult conversations. Even when dealing with disagreements, beginning on a friendly note can reduce tension and lead to more productive discussions. Whether in personal or professional settings, friendliness conveys goodwill and a desire for mutual benefit, which are essential for building long-term, successful relationships. 5. Get the other person to say yes, yes, immediately. Carnegie suggests that when trying to influence someone, it's helpful to start with questions or statements that elicit agreement. Getting the other person to say yes early in the conversation creates a sense of cooperation and positivity. This tactic builds momentum toward further agreement and reduces resistance. Starting with shared viewpoints helps establish common ground and makes persuading others on more contentious points easier. The more someone agrees with you early on, the more likely they will remain open to your suggestions or requests. 6. Let the other person do a great deal of the talking. Carnegie emphasizes that people enjoy talking about themselves and their ideas. Allowing the other person to dominate the conversation makes them feel valued and respected. When you listen attentively and let them express their thoughts fully, they are more likely to view you favorably and trust your input when it's your turn to speak. You gain valuable insights into their concerns and motivations by resisting the urge to dominate the conversation. This knowledge can frame your points to align with their needs, making persuasion easier. 7. Let the other person feel that the idea is theirs. People are more likely to support an idea when they feel ownership. Carnegie advises subtly guiding conversations so that the other person believes they came up with the solution or idea themselves. By asking the right questions or making suggestions that lead them to the desired conclusion, you make it easier for them to accept your point of view. People who feel they contributed to the solution are more invested in its success. This strategy fosters collaboration and minimizes resistance, making it a powerful tool for persuasion. 8. Try honestly to see things from the other person's point of view. Empathy is crucial when trying to influence others. Carnegie advises making a genuine effort to understand the other person's perspective. By seeing the situation through their eyes, You can better appreciate their concerns and motivations, which allows you to tailor your arguments more effectively. Understanding their point of view shows that you respect their feelings and opinions, which can make them more open to your ideas. Empathy builds trust and helps create a more collaborative environment, making finding mutually beneficial solutions to disagreements or challenges easier. 9. Be sympathetic to the other person's ideas and desires. Carnegie emphasizes that sympathy can go a long way in building rapport and reducing conflict. Even if you disagree, showing empathy for their feelings or desires can help soften their stance. Acknowledging their emotions and showing that you understand their point of view creates a sense of camaraderie and respect. This approach opens the door for constructive dialogue and reduces defensiveness. People are more likely to be receptive to your ideas when they feel understood and validated. Sympathy fosters goodwill, making it easier to collaborate and reach a consensus. 10. Appeal to the nobler motives. Carnegie believes appealing to someone's higher values or noble intentions can be a powerful persuasion tool. People generally like to see themselves as good, ethical, and honorable, so framing your arguments to appeal to these values can be highly effective. By highlighting how your request or idea aligns with their principles, such as integrity or fairness, you motivate them to act by their better selves. When you tap into someone's desire to be seen as honorable, they are more likely to support your ideas and collaborate positively. 11. Dramatize your ideas. Carnegie emphasizes that dramatizing your ideas makes them more compelling and memorable. Rather than relying solely on facts or logic, presenting your message vividly and engagingly captures attention and evokes emotions. People are naturally drawn to stories, visual examples, or demonstrations that illustrate key points in a relatable or impactful manner. Dramatization transforms abstract concepts into tangible experiences, helping others connect emotionally to your message. Whether in business presentations, negotiations, or casual conversations, dramatizing your ideas makes them stand out, leaving a lasting impression and increasing the likelihood of influencing others effectively. This concludes our exploration of Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People. These timeless lessons can help you connect with people more deeply, build stronger relationships, and ultimately lead a more fulfilling life. Remember that the key to success is consistently understanding and practicing these ideas. The more you integrate these principles into your daily life, the more natural and impactful they will be. We hope you found this summary both informative and inspiring. The principles we've discussed are more than just techniques. They're a mindset, a way of approaching relationships with empathy, sincerity, and a genuine interest in others as you move forward. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this audiobook summary. Please subscribe to the channel for more summaries from other inspiring self-improvement books. Continue to grow, learn, and positively influence the world around you. See you in the next video.